if you think about what democracy is doing, do I really care about like what the polls are saying right now about Trump versus Biden in Arizona? No, right? I mean, we're going to have an election that's going to resolve it for certainty. Maybe I care a little bit more about how the people think about particular issues, right? Related to immigration or related to the debt or related to the economy or these other issues that are pressing, and maybe polls can help elevate that. But even then, you have to be careful, right? So the examples I gave you, like I can tell you, give you different questions and get you different answers, right? Maybe I have a better idea about what the electorate ought to look like because I know what the United States looks like. I know what the registered voters look like, and so I can use that knowledge to my capacity. Whereas if I'm trying to do a pre-election poll, I need to make an assumption on what I think the electorate's going to look like. But again, what do you think 2024 is going to look like? Are young people going to turn out? Are Democrats going to? I mean, who's enthusiastic? Who's not enthusiastic? Like, no one knows, right? But that decision that you make about that is going to have a real consequence about how I decide whether or not my results are representative, right? And the pollsters are all making these decisions and not really telling us how they're doing that. And you don't quite sure how sensitive the results are to those decisions that are being going on. And so the last thing I will say is what I said the first time, is that, you know, this is all for fun and games, maybe, but don't ever, ever, ever like think them that this is, well, it's all over. I don't need to vote, or this candidate's so far up, or this candidate's so far behind that I'm going to pack it all in. And sometimes I worry that this is the case, that we have so much emphasis and people get either so enthusiastic and they're, oh, there's no I don't have to bother vote, or I don't have to do the hard work of campaigning or trying to listen to people or talk to people about what's going on. So you never want to let pollsters determine elections by affecting kind of whether or not they vote or not vote.